So, welcome to the Big Screen Playbook Podcast, the podcast that reviews and discusses sports films and their impact on their sport and audiences. I'm Daniel J. Harris. I'm a filmmaker, content creator working across sport, and I'm joined by the king of Welsh TV commercials, Earl Palmer.
It's not just Welsh, but we said this in the last episode.
Okay, sorry. A Man United fan and content creator, Baby Hussein, Garen Hussein.
Baby Hussein. That's going to stick. Yeah, that's already stuck in my head now, Baby Hussein.
So this is our dream team and we aim to celebrate sports films. So gents, last week it was Beckham. Yeah. Average scores were, as a film/series, 2.83. Whether it got us interested in the sport, 2.6. And if we would rewatch it, 0.3.
0.3.
Any more thoughts on Beckham, gents? Do you mean? Or is it just to be put away, never to be watched again? Like, we lowballed Becks for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's a legend.
He's your boy, and you threw him under the bus.
Let's be honest, we didn't lowball Becks himself. We lowballed the documentary as a sports doc.
Fair enough, yeah, you are right.
It'll never be watched
again. It was
again.
more the Kardashians than a sports documentary, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I rated it quite high.
Yeah, but then you said you absolutely did not want to watch it again. You gave it a 0.
I think we're going to see something similar for a lot of these.
Oh, for a lot of these. Oh, if he's not saying for today.
We get all the way to the end of the series and decide they're all rubbish. I don't want to watch any of them.
Why am I doing sports movies for?
Jeez, yeah, we'll have to change up the lineup for series 2. So episode 2 of the Big Screen Playbook is available now to watch on YouTube. Head over there and you can watch that. This week, we've watched He Got Game, the Spike Lee drama starring Ray Allen and Denzel Washington. Roll VT.
We out the projects, baby. Where we gonna live at, son? Central Park West somewhere? What you gonna buy your mama, son?
How more?
A big house. It's the will of the man. It ain't the skill of the man. Don't be afraid of nobody. Take it. Take
Go
it.
strong, baby.
Like nobody's better than you.
You have a son named Jesus Shuttlesworth? Is your son considered the #1 high school prospect in these United States?
He's awesome, baby, with a capital N.
Governor's made a request that your son seriously consider enrolling in his alma mater, Big State. The governor's given me his word. He'll do everything in his power to cut your time here short. The NC2A deadline is 1 week away. 2 parole officers will be assigned to you.
Yeah, I guess I better get working now, huh? Hello, son.
What did I tell you about letting strangers in the house?
He's not a stranger, he's our father.
I don't have a father.
Look, I need to talk to you.
You'll see me around.
The man escaped just like Shawshank.
Why beat around the bush? We love you. It's $10,000.
I don't need that money, Coach.
You can look like Buddy Hackett and drive down the street with this and have 40 girls chasing you.
Oh, Jesus.
I want you to go to Big State, son. You find it in your heart to go to Big State, they may let me out on an early parole. I got that arthritis thing.
My brother's got the same arthritic condition. It's going around here in Coney Island.
Yeah. It's contagious.
But why in the hell did you name me Jesus anyway? What type of name is that? Jesus!
It's a biblical name.
No kidding.
I pray that you understand why I put you. I was the one who put the ball in your crib.
I ain't no baby no more.
Dear Lord, deliver Jesus to us. People make mistakes. People veer off the path. So what? God forgives them. When will you?
Never. Ooh.
I bet he can finally beat you.
One-on-one?
And this will be the most important decision in your life.
Don't blow it.
So there we have it, He Got Game, written and directed by Spike Lee, starring Ray Allen and Denzel Washington. Now, Mighty Ducks, this isn't. Earl, you've seen this before. Garen, this is completely new to you. What did you guys think?
Well, start with Earl.
Okay.
You sure? I feel like we should start with you because this is your favourite film.
This is one of my favourite films of all time.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I've seen it hundreds of times. And for me, it's gritty, it's real, it kind of shows a little bit of the dirty side of sport and all the trappings and the challenges. But also for me, it shows social mobility. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you come from, what your life is, how your life started and what challenges you got. Yeah. You can make something in your life and you can live a dream life you can only ever really achieve by something like sport. So basketball helps him get out of the projects with his sister. And do you know what I mean? He's got a bright future ahead of him. That's what I love about it. It's that anyone can do it. If you work hard enough, you can achieve anything. That's what I love.
There are so many different points that you can talk about with this film, whether it's parents and kids, how hard the parents work their kids. You know, can you achieve greatness without being pushed that hard as a kid? It touches on that all the way through the film. The trappings of being a young black American superstar talent, it touches on that throughout the film.
Being everyone's meal ticket.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone everyone just being a leech on you.
Yeah.
And the amount of people, the amount of talented athletes that we've never heard of that would have gone through this exact same process, it touches on that. So it kind of holds a mirror up to the US and says, this is your system.
The dark side of the American dream.
Yeah,
Anyone can achieve anything, but you've got to crawl through a river of shit and slime balls in order to get there.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. I mean, I think it's a really kind of gritty film that, like, you know, Denzel's like
great.
Yeah, great performance of Denzel. But you know his character, Jake. He's not a saint, but you're kind of rooting for him. And Jesus, he hasn't been that good to his dad, but he's doing things for the right reason. It's like there's so three-dimensional, those characters.
I was going to say all the characters have got redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
Like, even though from the get-go you find out that, you know, obviously Denzel starts in prison, Jake's in prison, so
he's done something wrong. You know,
he's done something wrong. Eventually, you find out exactly what he's done, but pretty soon after that, you know, he's helping the woman next door to him in the hotel that he's staying in. You know, redeems himself almost to show that he is human. He's not a bad guy, but it shows that he's a bit of a fucking badass.
When you say how, okay, should I say something?
Let's go.
We've had all the positives. You chime in.
I mean, you say we're rooting for. One of my questions was going to be, who are we even rooting for in this?
But you didn't root for Jesus. You didn't think like
I didn't root for
he's got
anyone.
the talent.
You didn't root for anyone.
He's come through
I didn't
so
know who
much.
to root for. In my mind, I'm watching it and I'm just like,
wow,
who are we actually wanting to do well here? Like, I'm baffled.
Surely the 18-year-old basketball player who's lost his mother that is looking after his little kid sister. That's the guy you're rooting for, surely.
No, I didn't feel that.
Didn't like him.
I didn't feel that. I mean,
he's just denounced Jesus.
Yeah. Oh my days.
No, I mean, he's got that girlfriend as well. That like
she's a leech.
She's a snake.
Like
the local drug dealer. Do you mean?
Starting off the film, just from the get, I always judge a film on the start because as someone that doesn't watch films,
we're gonna have to get into this habit then.
Yeah, as someone that doesn't watch films and you know, it probably says a lot about my age. When I watch them, I'm like, if it doesn't capture my attention instantly,
okay,
I'm probably going to turn it off.
I can agree with. I think a start of a film needs to punch you in the face to draw you in.
So I know this is 1998.
Yeah.
But how long do we give it? Because 5 minutes without a single word, and it was like this
cinema.
It was like this horror music. What was that?
So
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes where they're rolling the credits.
Yeah. And they're playing basketball, lots of different basketball players.
What is the music?
Well, the soundtrack was interesting. Spike Lee used two different styles of music, and there was that music, and then also you've got a Public Enemy soundtrack, and kind of juxtaposed between the two of them.
Juxtaposed.
Create something a little bit different.
Just the fact you say juxtaposed on this podcast is like.
I got a master's degree in screenwriting.
I was going to say,
juxtaposed.
What are we targeting? Like, what's our audience? Sorry, crack on.
The music for me in the first 5 minutes is baffling. I don't get it. I honestly would have thought this is not a sports film. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to argue that as well.
That is not
How is it a sports film? Like, yes, they play basketball in there.
But it's a
sport.
But it doesn't feel like it's a sports film all in all.
If you think a sports film is Mighty Ducks, do you know what I mean? We lose against our rivals, we all pitch in together and we all win at the end. Like, that's a very simplistic fairy tale Disney sort of
I get that.
Story.
I know it's not High School Musical basketball.
Yeah,
but
yeah. This is gritty. This is raw. This is like Earl said. It kind of put a bit of a mirror up to the American dream. You can achieve anything, but everyone's going to use you. Everyone's going to abuse you. Everyone's going to try and put you down. And you've really got to plough through that. And all the things he overcome, all the challenges he overcome, to maintain his position as the #1 basketball player in the country and to get those opportunities and not to be swayed by drink and drugs and women and all these other things, to keep pushing through, because there's so many athletes that didn't make it through that. Drink, drugs, women, do you know what I mean, kind of pregnancies, all these things completely derailed their dream. And that probably does more damage to a young wannabe professional athlete's career than anything else. Do you know
I love that aspect of it. I did love that, where it's obviously showing that side of it. But I also felt like he was going down that path at times. Like, for example, I don't know if we should discuss this later on, but
spoiler? Is this going to be a spoiler?
Well, no, not really.
Okay.
But when he goes to that college and they're there bringing all the women over, and then he gets swayed by two blonde ladies, like.
Oh yeah, that part was discussing the gratuitous sex and is just not needed.
I was going to say this film's an 18, so like.
Yeah, but also the unnecessary sex scenes.
Yeah,
like, I don't get it. Vile. I don't get it. I feel like, what is this? What are we actually watching?
Well, I think going on that kind of path with him and showing all the temptations and showing all the different ways where he could stray off the path. Do you know what I mean? And like, okay, he strayed.
He does.
He strayed a little bit there, but no consequences to him. Do you know what I mean?
So your take on it and Garen's take on it, mine would be when the pointless nature of that sex scene and what he went through at the college. We over here don't realise how much money is involved in
college sports,
high school sports, college sports, and then pro sports. And what people are willing to do, the lengths that they're willing to go to make sure that they get the very, very best at their college, at their high school. Like, it's insane that everything is done through the education system over there. Kids will go through school not learning how to read, but because they can play basketball or football or baseball, they're able to go through school. They'll graduate college as long as they're talented enough without being able to read with a degree.
Yeah.
Like, so all of these little trappings that are chucked in their way to try and get them the pointless sex scene, I've got no doubt in my mind that happens
all the time
with so many athletes.
Because the other thing is, like you said, with the money, college sports in America, like in football, they're playing in 80, 90,000 seat stadiums. Basketball, they're playing 40, 50,000 seat stadiums. Like, it's absolutely huge over there. So yeah, with all the different things, the backhanders the money, giving his uncle a car or whatever it is, all these different things.
Back then, high school students and college students, before they turned professional, couldn't take anything.
Yeah.
Couldn't take a suit, couldn't take a car, couldn't take any little backhanders. Now it's a little bit different where they own the rights to their names. Yeah. So they're allowed to make money off their own image and their own name. But back then, they weren't allowed to, so it's so seedy.
I thought it was great showing all the bribery and stuff. Obviously, they're offering him something to come out of prison early as well, and then
that's how big it is.
That I thought they showed that very well.
Yeah.
And again, it's like I look at Jesus, and I kind of felt like I was feeling sorry for him for a lot of it.
That's not. I agree.
But then, like I said, he takes those turns, and you're like, guy's also a bit of an idiot.
He's 18 though. Imagine being 18 and having the world at your feet, but everyone is pestering you to make a decision, and then they just take this.
Yeah, use this watch. Just take this watch.
Yeah.
He's trying to be used by everyone.
His auntie and uncle. He's
his uncle's a scumbag.
Everyone's looking and going, if this kid turns into the next Michael Jordan, and he makes hundreds of millions, I need to make sure I get my slice of it. So his girlfriend's like trying to get pregnant so she can kind of trap him. The local drug dealer's trying to influence him. Do you mean there's all these things going on?
What was that guy's name again? Big something, big. I only watched it last night. Not Big Sexy. Big something. But that whole scene of where he just gets him in the car with him and Booger. And he just talks about all of the trappings and all of the pitfalls that could come into his life as a young black talented athlete. That's incredible.
That's kind of the message of the film, brilliant. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's class.
The thing is, it's kind of, part of it is loosely based on Stephon Marbury, who was from that area, that went into the NBA, and he had kind of sort of issues, didn't he? Do you mean his career was up and down? Do you I mean he had issues and challenges, and so it was. Do you I mean it was a little bit reflecting that.
I see it as the story of the film is emphasising the broken relationship with the parent. That's how I viewed it. So I don't know, is that not the right way?
Yeah, but that's a super important
That's one
part
of the big story of it, for sure.
Because basically, Jesus Shuttleworth could be the greatest NBA player on the planet. But he can be that because of how his father pushed him. Even though his father pushed him away and broke their relationship, he pushed him to go to levels he didn't know he was capable of. Losing his mother, he had to build an inner strength he didn't know he was capable of. So all the things that could have broken him, and lots of other people have been talented and something's happened to them and it's broken them. Because he's managed to build through all these things, that's why he's so good. Because of his relationship with his father, because of his mother passing away, because of all the shit in his life, and he's able to channel that in the right way on the court. And that's why I love it, because if you can plow through that and you can build that inner strength and you can build that character, you can do anything you want to in this world. And that's, for me, the key message. Life throws shit at you, just keep plowing, learn from it, and you can achieve whatever you want to. That's why I think it's a beautiful film.
We are seeing a common theme, though, throughout this series, and that is the
things
parents. No, the father especially is very hard.
Yeah.
And that's
we saw that in Beckham.
common.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to push them, because the thing is, if you want your child to be talented and you just go, oh look, do whatever you want, if they're 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, are they going to make the right decisions? Do you know what I mean? Jake Shuttlesworth makes sure that when his boy's playing and he's pushing him and he's pushing him and he's pushing him, so when he comes up against boys his own age, he can knock them off no problem, because he's got a grown man hitting him. And I love the scene where they're playing
and he throws it over the fence.
Well, on the lead up to that, you see the what looked like a homeless guy on the side holding a bottle, and you think, oh, there's a hobo there watching. And then you realise that's Jake's bottle. And Jake goes over and takes it, and you're like, oh my God, his dad's the drunk, and his dad's pushing him and being a drunk. And then when he throws the ball, it's that bit too much.
I must have nodded off at that point.
Oh man!
Yeah, he's winding you up. He got you. Well played. That scene is
Episode 3 might be the first fight. But this is why I love it, because you're looking and you're going, like, there's so many people that have got talent, and then parent passes away, they get an injury, they're struggling with something, whatever that is, and they don't make it to where they could have gone. And because he's gone through all that and he's earned his stripes and he's built that character, that's why he's the best, because no one's going to stop him. No one's going to stop him, and nothing is going to get in his way, because he's learned that inner resilience. And that's what I love about
his dad built that into him. And he admitted at the end, and he's like, I made you the player you are today at the expense of being a good parent. Because initially they show it where they show him right then, you've got 3 seconds to win this game, and 3, if you miss this, I'm going to make you do runs. 3, 2, 1, that's my dog. And he daps him up, and you're like, oh, he's got that good balance. But then they show the scene afterwards where it's like, oh no, he hasn't got the balance. He crosses that line quite regularly.
And that's it. You've got those parallel stories of young Jesus. It seems like the relationship's good, but it gets worse. And then you've got older Jesus, and you start at the first look, like, why does he hate his dad? And then you realise that he resents him because of what he put him through, but actually that's what made him. And then you see Jake's kind of redemption, him just wanting his son to kind of do the right thing. And
do you think he resents him because of what he put him through, or just the fact that he
and his mum
killed his mum?
Because they were intertwined, though, weren't they?
One and the same.
Because it was that scene where he's pushing him until until Jesus snaps.
He throws the ball over the fence.
That leads to the meal where he's just not happy. He won't talk to his dad. To him trying to get up, you sit your backside down, sits him down. Then they get into that little scuffle, don't they? So arguably, there's probably that little bit of self-hate as well. That actually, I was the one that caused that caused it.
But if I'd have just done as I was told,
maybe
this
that
have
wouldn't have happened.
And then you're kind of deflecting that from yourself onto your father and kind of pushing it onto him. So it shows the complexity of the human nature. Do you mean the human complex? And that's it. And that's why I think it's beautiful. But like just to give you a few other bits of information about this
Can
film.
I just say as well, before we get into the stuff now, I think it was a brave move from Spike Lee to cast Ray Allen.
Cheese salad me again. Like literally point one
is
casting Ray Allen. Yeah. Oh man. When I say I'm going to give you some stats, can't we just sit there quiet?
But I was going to say, not from a stats point of view, just because in other films you can go, right then, I need an actor to be able to play a basketball player, or am I going to get a basketball player to be an actor?
Yeah.
And when you look back at it, there's clips of him playing, but there's not a ridiculous amount of basketball in the film that he could have easily gone with an actor to play a basketball player, but he went, and I thought, when I first watched it, I wasn't 100% certain of it, and this was years probably back in '98, and I've watched it a few times since. But watching Ray Allen's performance, I'm like, he was really freaking good, and to go toe to toe with Denzel as well, like.
Well, apparently, he actually wiped the floor with Denzel, and Spike Lee had to say, "Look, can you tone it back a little bit? Because you're literally
acting-wise,
playing basketball. You mean you're destroying him? But you're saying you went toe to toe from an acting point of view.
Well, he did, because a lot of their scenes together, you wouldn't watch it and go, "That guy's a basketball player." Yeah. You're just the two actors on scene.
Earl, you mentioned you watched it years ago. How many times have you guys watched this?
I might have watched this film. I keep saying I've watched it hundreds of times, but that's not possible.
Yeah, you're embellishing a bit there.
I've probably watched it 40 times.
40 times?
Yeah. Wow.
I love it. It's an incredible film. Every now and then, it'd be like every 6 months, 12 months, I'd be like, he got game. Gonna put that on. I got the soundtrack. Like literally, I know all the words.
I find the soundtrack's great.
Soundtrack's incredible.
Yeah. But not the opening scene.
Yeah, that's not Public Enemy.
That was a bit more arty.
What is the soundtrack? Is that the closing scene?
So the song over the end, he got game. The Public Enemy one, that's incredible.
But there's another 2 or 3 Public Enemy songs I think throughout the film and that.
Yeah, there's a big 10.
They're really standing out. I would say I've probably watched it 5 times. I'd say.
So,
but that's almost over. Like what, 30
and I think the thing for me, I think the first time I watched it would have been like 5 years after it came out or something. So at this point, Ray Allen's in the NBA and and a star of the NBA. So it was kind of like, oh, who's this guy? Oh, he's a star. Yeah. But he was a young NBA player at the start of his career.
Are we going on to your points now?
Yeah, we are. Thank you.
No, I'm not going to
sit quietly, please.
Carry on.
So he plays Jesus Shuttleworth, and Ray Allen went on an incredible career. I saw him in Miami playing alongside LeBron, the last game of the championship, game, and that's when he was like in his mid-30s or something. And you watch him in this, and he's absolutely brilliant. And apparently, from what I saw online, Spike Lee was considering giving that role to Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
But in the end, Ray Allen got it because his calm, introverted vibe fitted the character better than Kobe, who was a bit more extroverted. Big character. Big character. Yeah.
Whereas Ray is, and the way they played basketball was different.
Yeah.
Like Ray was a pure shooter, whereas Kobe was that Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Just go out and dominate games.
Yeah, all me and I'm
so if you're asking someone to just be natural, Ray Allen was the obvious choice,
exactly.
For sure.
And then there's loads of real college coaches who played themselves in there and stuff like that. Was brilliant. And the Public Enemy soundtrack, Johnny, which I think is absolutely epic. So,
and all the ballers as well.
Yeah,
that all said a good Jesus Shuttlesworth was. You know,
Jesus is the greatest thing ever. Basketball since the tennis shoe was invented.
So like Shaq was the big one, obviously, that was in there to start with, and then Scottie Pippen popped up at the end. Reggie Miller was in there, and then Jordan was the man who said he got game.
Yeah.
You're like, that's the icing on the cake right there. That makes a movie if Jordan's saying that.
Yes, and that's it, and that's what I thought. It was absolutely brilliant. So,
can you? Okay, if you've got many more little stats there.
No, that's
so I got one that I completely forgot until I watched it again last night. Which NFL running back legend starred in this film?
Don't know.
Jim Brain.
Oh yeah.
Jim Brain. I completely forgot.
Was he playing one of the cops?
Yeah, he was.
Jim Brain,
he was like one of his babysitters.
Yeah, one of the greatest ever kind of running backs.
One of the greatest ever.
Any Given Sunday and a lot of other films. Yeah. And he's always cool.
Yeah, he's
always cool.
Cool, but
I genuinely don't know any of these people.
Yeah,
like
you're 12
obviously
years old.
Shaq and Jordan, I know them.
Your baby Hussein.
So
stuck. Baby Hussein is stuck. I'm sorry.
Not helping myself.
It's his fault. Yeah.
And so the one bit that I want to deep dive into that I absolutely love is how it kind of romanticises basketball a little bit. And you've got that moment where they're at the beach, father and son, and he was like, "Jimmy, why do you even call me Jesus anyway? Do you mean you're not that religious?" Yeah. And like Jake just says, didn't name me after Jesus of the Bible, it was of Jesus of South Philadelphia. Do you know what I mean? Earl the Pearl Monroe was nicknamed the Black Jesus because the way he played. He was the Jesus of North Philadelphia, Jesus of the playgrounds. He was the truth. And you're like, oh man, that's beautiful. Love that. And again, you're kind of like, it's got so many layers. Like, do you know what I mean?
I love how much you love it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Well, I'm the same as you with that. I love that because like they show the scene of Jesus, like when he's walking off the court with Booger, his cousin, and he's saying, "You eat boogers, like, you never see me eat no booger," and he's walking off, and everyone's calling Jesus, and he hates his name. He hates his name. I hated my name as a kid, but because you get called names all the time, non-stop, even in, like, just calling you baby Hussein there, I can see that little bit of fire in your eyes and just like, don't call me baby Hussein. But that was childhood of just being like Earl the girl, Earl the curl, Earl the pearl, all of that stuff, which I hated.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Earl the girl.
Do you know what? I'm comfortable now that I don't mind it. But it's that part, again, calling Jesus, it's just character building.
It's exactly as I was about to say. It's resilience. It's like calling someone Jesus, you're putting them on a pedestal where they're going to be shut down. Yeah.
For sure.
So he's got to be great, or otherwise, do you know what I mean? He's going to be carrying that name around his neck like a weight for his entire life. Yeah. And then when he says, like, do you know what I mean? No, it was the Jesus of North Philadelphia, because he was the truth. And you see those clips of how he played. He's like, and then, do you know what I mean? Then he went, was it to the Knicks, and they locked him down. He couldn't play that way. And you're like, oh man, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. And like I say, the way he romanticises basketball in kind of that way, and the love that his father has for basketball as well. Do you know what I mean? It kind of. Yeah,
well, he was one of those where you could see that he's one of those parents, arguably, that, you know, people talked about. So the guy in the car, Big whatever, I can't remember his name, and that's annoying.
Is it like Flavour?
Do you know what? I might even have it on my phone. Big Time. Big Time. So Big Time, he's got on his number plate, haven't he, this car. So when Big Time's talking about it, and he starts talking about his dad, he's like, oh, you know, like back in the day, your dad was a bit of a baller, a bit of a player, but clearly never made it. For probably one of the reasons, and you see him on the court drinking with his drinking buddy, playing basketball with his son. That might have been the reason he never made it.
He didn't achieve it, and so he doesn't want his son to remain in the projects and live the life that he lived. He wants him to get out of it and achieve something.
Yeah, one of my favourite scenes, that actually. Like,
it's a nice scene, isn't it?
Very few.
Very few scenes. Wow. I can't wait for this scoring.
But, no, I just thought it was a good scene, to be honest. Like where he's speaking to him and.
So how often do you hear like the father that didn't achieve his dream, or parents living their dream through their kids?
Through their children.
And arguably this is what this is.
Yeah, and that's what it might have been with Beckham. Do you know what I mean? His father didn't make it. He wants to make sure his son makes it. Like I say, these things happen all the time where parents are like.
Is it okay if they make that level?
Exactly.
It's weird,
and where's the fine line between pushing them too far and making them great and losing them, sort of thing? And he clearly went over and above the line, but created.
Well, he killed his mum.
Yeah, created the possibly the great. Do you know what I mean? They're saying he could possibly be the greatest player at the end of the NBA. Do you know what I mean? So at what point would the average person pull back? Do you know what I mean? He kind of pushed way beyond the line. And to his detriment, and now he's in prison and all the rest of it. But
that scene is nice though, because you get to see them reconnecting. Yeah. Which, you know, that's all you want to know.
Yeah.
If you've been pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. Pardon?
Is that what we're rooting for?
Well, we're rooting for the two of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, we want them to rekindle their relationship. You want Jake to get out of prison because he seemed to have learned his lesson. You want Jesus to make the right decision and have a career so he can look after his family. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I was rooting for.
Same. No?
You didn't like any of them?
I just didn't feel that.
You just didn't get it.
I get that, and throughout you was just thinking, are these two going to just hurry up and be mates again? Like,
just hurry up and kiss and make up already. You okay?
Like what I will say is, when I watched it, I was thinking I'm going to message Danny. I'm fuming. He's made me watch this for 2.5 hours.
You were fuming.
I was, because I was there, like.
You've lived a sheltered life, you haven't you? You don't know nothing about grit. Wow. Do you know what I mean? Adversity.
No, I was annoyed.
Fuming that you paid the £2.95 on Amazon to watch the film.
Let's talk about that as well.
Yeah. £2.95, Dan.
Renting fee. I expect that in my bank later.
I'll give you £3, keep the change. And like, I suppose for me as well, to get a little bit deep on it, it connects with me because. My father passed away when I was younger.
I was going to say, yeah. Oh my God, I knew what was coming then. Didn't know what was coming. Oh, here we go.
God, guilt tripped me.
So that's the best part of the 3 series.
So sorry, it was a great film. So I love that film.
For me, I can empathise with it. I can empathise with like at some point in your life you feel like your entire world's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
But if you can find the strength to move forward, then you don't know what inner strength you can build. So for me, Like I think that's why it connects with me on such a great level. You've obviously lived a charmed life.
I don't.
I mean, my dad was in prison for 5 years, I think, for beating my mum, not for killing her. So I'm joking. You believed it for a second as well, did you? Yeah, got him. How bad do you feel right now? You're just feeling dreadful, aren't you, at the moment? You just want that chair to swallow you up.
Okay, so
my dad was a chef and sold on the markets.
So
this is brilliant.
Is it a scene you want to talk about? Is it a scene that you really Is it a scene you really didn't like that you want to kind of tear apart, or is it a scene that you liked that you want to talk about? Like which bit most was the biggest talking point for you?
I don't know about biggest talking. I don't really have a biggest talking point. Actually.
Oh, here we go.
Actually,
take the gloves off.
Let's skip right to the final scene.
Yeah.
Oh, so I love this final scene, but
you love it.
Well, I say love it. I'm intrigued by it. I'm intrigued to see what you guys say. Yeah.
I honestly think it was pathetic. I genuinely, I sat there and I was like, oh my god, this is the end of the film. I throws the ball over and it lands on a court.
Think. Okay, so let him try and get that on it. Think a little bit deeper now of what happened in the scene. So
he throws the ball.
So Jake is playing basketball back in prison again. He steps into the outer bound area.
He's threatening to shoot him.
So it's life or death at this moment, whether he goes to grab that ball.
So he's pushed through the boundaries, putting everything at risk.
Life and death.
And then throws a ball and it lands at his son's feet as he's at the new college that he's just chosen about to start the new part of his life.
Oh, come on. But how pathetic is that?
It's art, bro. It's art.
It's film. It's art. It's a little bit of it's beautiful ending.
He's thrown the ball over.
He hasn't literally, just so everyone knows now, he hasn't literally thrown the ball thousands of miles from a prison to land into a basketball stadium.
So it just magically lands on the basketball.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
For me, it takes all the realism.
I know what you're saying.
But it
just kills it in the end.
It is a little bit of kind of magic at the end where it's like he's crossed the line, he's put everything at risk, but what he's done is he's now passed the baton on to his son to go and achieve the things that he never achieved. So he's where he deserves to be, but his son has now got the opportunity to go and be as great as he could be. That's the symbolism.
Okay, so we are saying it's just magic then. It's just
well, it's not magic. It's artistic license.
Yeah, it's artistic license and it's cinematic.
See, I think there's no consistency on that. So I just think throughout the film to just put that at the end, I'm just like.
Would you have preferred if he was on the phone in prison, just being like, right then, Jesus.
Thank you for everything. I hope that you've learned all your lessons. I hope you're going into your life and you'll live a full of life. And now I'm in prison. Okay, bye.
Here's the baton. And by baton, I mean ball.
Yeah. Can you tell Garrett in 30 years that this was the better way to finish? Calling Spike Lee. You should have done it with a letter. Yeah, like maybe that was do it.
I just don't think the ball should have landed on the basketball court.
I know. You know what? I know what he's saying. But
they've gone. But you know what? I've got all these notes. Don't need them.
Don't chuck him. They might end up in the stadium somewhere.
No,
your children's feet in 30 years' time. They're like, how? Didn't like he got game? Slap him.
No, my thoughts, like I said, it's just if they had done things like that throughout the film, fair enough. But to end on that scene. For me, I'm sat there and I'm just like, that just sums up everything.
That angered you, didn't it?
As a filmmaker, okay, I can see your point. It lacks a little bit of consistency in terms of the tone. But as a viewer watching it, I was like, go and be great, Jesus.
Oh, God, no. And one other scene as well. Sorry, take two.
No, take two.
Take two.
I loved it that much.
You might not make it out of this building alive, but carry on.
When Jake comes out, and then he pays he asks the police officers, the people.
Jim Brain.
Yeah.
NFL running back legend.
Yeah. So he asks them for a bit of money because he wants to hire a prostitute. Right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And then he walks up the road, just go and collect her, and then she's like, "You're not good for business." Did I fall asleep? Have they met before?
Yeah, that was the woman that was next to him in the hotel.
Shut up, wiggle.
With the pimp that that beat her up that he went and
So
rescued.
I did fall asleep then.
Did you fall asleep?
Well, there's a chance.
You missed that.
I don't remember.
Are you narcoleptic?
So, no, genuinely.
There's 2 films out of 3 so far you've probably fallen asleep watching. I'm not sure you're the best person for this podcast. Did I miss something? Yeah, you fell asleep.
Is everything wrong with the younger generation? They haven't got the attention.
I think it says a lot. I think it says it should keep me awake. if there's a film that keeps me awake, it's done a good job.
Do you really think you fell asleep?
I don't recall the meeting beforehand. So when I see this and he's walking down the side.
Did she have a different colour wig?
She had a wig on. The pimp was beating her up next door, and he goes in, checks if she's all right.
Yeah.
The next door neighbour.
That's the same woman, is it?
Yeah, and
so you were awake, you just didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. She was like, oh, I've lost my wig. Did you check into the bed? He picks dark wig. She puts the dark wig on.
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, you did fall asleep.
I must have been out of it.
Wow.
I'll have to check with my partner. She was next to me watching it.
Really? What does she think?
Well,
just out of interest,
maybe
what does she
Jamie
think?
should be on the next episode.
Do you know what? I don't know. Maybe we should get a guest appearance.
Guest appearance? Did you enjoy the film? No. No point in you being on you then. You may as well go as well.
Jamie, in the comments underneath this film, can you tell us what you thought, please?
Brilliant.
Okay, so Big Earl, do you want to talk about a key scene or a key moment?
I feel like we've discussed almost all of it, but there was loads of scenes that I loved. I think I've mentioned a few already, but the one-on-one basketball scene at the end, which I've heard Spike Lee initially wanted Jesus to beat Jake like 11-0 in a game of one-on-one. It goes to 11. He wanted him to beat him 11-0, and Denzel was arguing against that. I was like, nah, that when he read the script, he was like, that's not happening. So he went away and he bawled. He practiced and practiced and practiced, and that game was improvised. So that game was completely improvised and ended up being, I think it was like 11-5 or something, 11-6 at the end. And Jesus was saying, what's the score? And he was like, it's 8 to a lucky 5. And it's like Denzel was trying.
Yeah.
Because it's like the end scene, you hate the handing over the bat, and it's like,
but I thought that was a good scene.
I thought
that was a good scene.
And it was the same with me and my dad. I used to race, because I used to do athletics when I was younger. I used to race my dad all the time. In sports day, I would win. Sports day, he would win the dad's race throughout school. I finally beat him when I was 15, and that meant the world to me because I knew that he would never let me win.
Yeah.
And that's what this scene is. But if
it's
Jesus
becoming a man, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like
that rites of passage.
There you go. Here's the bat, and you've got that now. But I think Spike was 100% wrong to be like, right then, this scene is going to be 11-0 to Jesus. But it doesn't happen like that. If Jake was a baller in his day, he's still a baller now. Jesus is playing him. It's got to be competitive, and I think it was competitive. Well, but that was because of Denzel.
Well, what I heard was the Jake, Jesus was beating Jake, or Ray was beating Denzel quite convincingly, and Spike Lee asked him to just tone it down a little bit.
I heard it the other way around.
That's what I heard. So.
Interesting. So Spike, in the comments below,
yes,
if you can just say
Denzel, just let us know. Ray Allen, just let us know.
What's the real story?
Yeah. And then if you guys are ever in Newport, I'm sure we can book a court and we can play it out again, and we can see who's now who best out of Ray and Denzel now. One's 40, other one's 60.
But that scene was awesome because again, to Garen's point earlier, there wasn't an awful lot of basketball in there. It was just clips and highlights from there. But that scene, that one-on-one scene was.
Is it actually classed as a sports film?
Yes.
Like, is it actually classed?
Yes. Yeah. It's about basketball.
Yeah. Basketball is the theme all the way through.
Yeah.
Can we fact check this?
All the way through the film, basketball.
Yeah.
From the very first scene that you hated, all the way to him throwing the basketball at the end, the other scene you really hated, and basketball. All of the scenes you fell asleep in the middle was basketball that you hated.
I'd probably say like every other scene has got a basketball or some sort of basketball in it.
I understand that. I do understand that. But it's like I said, I don't know if it's just the way I viewed it. I felt it was just about a father and son relationship.
It's just a different sports film to the other ones.
It is. It's about a father and son relationship, and basketball is the vehicle for telling that story. And it could have been American football, it could have been ice hockey, could have been any kind of sport.
Like if we ever watch King Richard, I think that'll be the same. Like tennis is the vehicle of the relationship between a very, very pushy father and
Venus
the
and
most
Serena Williams,
talented tennis player in the world ever. So.
I'm obviously not a basketball watcher, and I don't think I learned anything in this. So that's what I mean by this. Like, I didn't learn anything about the sport. It didn't feel. I suppose the only thing I can understand is back then that they would go through the kind of college route or university to drive that success. But
Well, for me, every time I watch it, just want to get a basketball, get out of the court and slam dunk, and I'm about 2 feet away from doing that.
I was about to say, I tell you, you're not even touching the net, are you?
Welsh, 5'7", bad hips, yeah, no, you'd slam dunk, nothing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Maybe on a kiddie court, yeah, no chance.
Brilliant.
So, okay then, gents, I think we've properly discussed that one.
Oh, this is going to be painful
so
for you, Dan.
now we're going to score it.
I might move over.
So I'm going to ask Geraint to score it first.
Got to.
Yeah, and then it's going to come to me last. So, Geraint, scoring it as a film, sports film. Out of 5.
He has got a reputation, I'd say, already for scoring things quite high, considering he talks really badly about them. So
Apart from this one.
He talked really badly about this one, so I'm not. Yeah.
I'm going to go 1.
1.
Dead to me.
Oh my
I am
God.
sorry, Dan, but
And how interested you became in basketball after watching this?
I just don't think it does anything for the sport. So, 1.
A 1 again.
Is 1 the lowest?
No, 0. We talked
We
this
are
last
going
week.
0,
yeah.
You gave 0 last week.
Well, I'm going to have to go 0. Then.
I thought you were going to give it a
So
big
1,
goose egg.
0 or 0-0.
Joe, I'm going to go 0.5 for the first one.
He's dropped it from what the
I'm going to go 0.5.
What's going on? Look at that logo. It's about sport and films.
Yeah, it could.
It's Denzel, it's Spike Lee.
I didn't feel like this was a sports film. I still don't.
0.5.
Okay, so 0.5 as a sports film.
I'm going to go 0 on
So
basketball.
0.5 out of 10 so far.
And would I rewatch?
0.5 out of 20.
So this is a 0. Oh.
And then would you watch it again?
No.
0.
So a 0. So it's 0.5 out of 15 because it's
0.
3 scores of 5. 0.5 out of 15.
I know I'm going to bring the average down, but I'm sorry.
you're
That
dead to me.
for me, it was a shocker.
Okay. Big Earl. Save me, mate.
I don't know if I can. I want to score 5 just to counter what he said, but I can't.
As a sports film.
3.5. 3.5. And this is not pandering to Gary now, but
As a sports film.
as a sport. No, but as a sport, I think it's a phenomenal film. I think it's a great sports film. But I do, and everything we've talked about, I'm passionate as well about it. But I love the underdog. Then they've gone on and they've won, and then the last scene is them yay cheering. So it's not that, which is very Disneyfied way of filmmaking.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to give it a 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
How interested you got in basketball after it?
So when I initially watched it, I was playing a lot of basketball back then. I think Geraint's right in that it doesn't promote basketball as much as a White Man Can't Jump or a Coach Carter would. So it feels like an unfair score because it's the shady side of basketball, of college basketball, high school basketball, the relationship. It's more about that than the basketball. But again, it's Ray Allen. Everything that he does is NBA talent level greatness that he does. So I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay. And then would you watch it again?
Oh yeah, I would, yeah. Obviously, so I'll give it a... Will I watch it again now? It'll probably be another 3 or 4 years till I watch it again. But I'll give it a 3.5 to watch it again. Because I'm not going to do it this year, probably.
So for me, 5.55.
Oh yeah, I was guessing that. Easy.
I don't even need to explain it. 5.55. Love it. Brilliant. Great sports film. I really got into basketball. And yeah, I watch it regularly.
Are you into basketball anyway?
Yeah.
And do you feel like this promotes and helps that?
When I first watched this, was I into basketball? Maybe a
Don't
little
tell
bit.
me this was the catalyst.
This is one of them. Like, I think basketball is such a sexy game.
Action you can get from basketball is you need to be so athletic to do it. It's like
the skill and
like Jake's talking about it. It's like he's talking about the other person. He's like, boom. That's what basketball is, and they do show bits of that with Ray Allen.
And that's how I got into it. I was kind of like, I need to watch more basketball.
Yeah.
The way that Jake talks about it, do you know what I mean? You kind of go like, it's clearly something he's super passionate about, and I'm like, I want to see more.
See, I've watched.
And I literally Googled Bill the Pearl and watched clips of him after it.
Wow. Okay. And I've watched basketball and I love it. It's so fast paced. Like I don't follow the sport, but when I do watch it, I think it's one of those you can't not be excited for.
Yeah.
But I just did not feel this promoted it at all. I think it showed all the
I know
negative
what you're
sides
saying.
of basketball.
It probably promotes the dark side of it, but I just sat there going,
yeah, for
you love the dark side.
Yeah. So when did you watch it? Probably 2003.
probably similar to
Where-
that, I reckon.
Just because I'm a little bit older, White Men Can't Jump came out earlier. That's what White Men Can't Jump did for me in basketball.
Yeah.
But that is all basketball. Like
Yeah.
if you haven't
I've
seen
never
White
watched
Men
it.
Can't Jump, I mean,
I've not seen anything.
No, I'm not.
but in all fair, White Men Can't Jump came out before you were born,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Like-
By 94?
They don't have
I
a
would've said 94,
5-minute
95.
opening horror music scene.
Ah,
do they?
no. Opening scene, Woody Harrelson walking down to Venice Beach, the three guys singing on the side, a little
Okay, so
barbershop
there's words
sort of
quite early
quartet.
So there we go. We'll have to do that one. And,
White Men Can't Jump.
yeah,
But it,
like
watch it
later
beforehand.
series.
If you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
watch something that get you into basketball, White Men Can't Jump might be the one.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Right then, gents, there we go. That's wrapping it up. So
We didn't fight. There was no fight.
I'm going off to cry now. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope we've encouraged you to go out and watch some more sports films. Please like, comment, share, help us reach as many people as possible, and we'll be seeing you again next week for another episode. We haven't decided what we're watching next week yet, so that's going to be a surprise.